America first, American first. We are bringing this discussion for the past 7 months, and everyone is saying that how much different the world is right now. That was 4 months back when Donald Trump, prior to Donald Trump, had taken oath as 47th President of the United States. Everything has changed. I won't say it is changing. Everything has changed. Now, everywhere around the globe, people's mentality also it has changed. Till 20th January 2025, the main agenda for United States was no terrorism. Global terrorism should be eradicated, should be removed. Now there is only one agenda that is for United States, and that is money, 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 money. From everywhere, they are trying to fetch as much money as possible. Money culture is the new culture that Mr. Donald Trump, President of the United States, that he is something like that. He is making, he, he, he is cultivating it. Means the new culture that he is cultivating now is called money culture. Anyway, now everyone understands that there is a humanitarian crisis that is happening in Gaza Strip, and Gaza Strip 2.323 lakhs people, 2.3 million people, they are passing through starvation. 2nd March 2025, when Israel forces they started blocking the humanitarian aid that was entering since the ceasefire happened on the 19th January 2025. One day prior to that, Donald Trump took oath as President of America, 19th January 2025. There was a ceasefire between Hamas and Israeli forces. 2nd March, Israeli forces they started stopping the humanitarian aid. So after the ceasefire, 19th January, humanitarian aid entered the Gaza Strip. People started receiving the humanitarian aid in the sense of tents that they were given to stay in, because 70% of the buildings are collapsed. Tents they were staying in, food material, medical aid. 2nd March 2025, the Israeli forces they started blocking the humanitarian aid. Now there is no aid that is entering into Gaza Strip. There is only one aid that can enter into Gaza Strip, where they have made 4 stalls, that is called Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF. GHF is a humanitarian aid organization, and that is from United States, one company from Delaware, and they are only serving the food or medical aid to the people, and that is to very limited level. United Nation aid, United Nation aid, they cannot enter any aid from Middle East. Many countries they're trying their best to push their aid into the Gaza Strip, but Israel is not allowing any aid. Only GHF, Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. This is the aid agency from America that is kind of supported by America and approved by Israel. They can only enter, and 3 or 4 stalls they have made, and that is near to the American and Israeli military posts. There only they have put the stalls, and people are coming and they are getting the medical aid. Anyway, 3 days back, there was a skirmish, means a small battle that happened between, or small scuffle, scuffle that happened between Hamas soldiers and Israeli soldiers out there because of the food issue. And then Hamas soldiers they killed 4 Israeli forces. In that retaliation, now Israeli forces they started firing on the people who were gathered to collect the food. 100 Palestinians got killed because they went to collect their food. Okay. In return, what Israel government has said, these people they went to collect the food, but they were going toward the military, U.S. military side, rather than standing near the food stall. They were making move toward the, so that was threatened. That was a security issue as far as the U.S. military is concerned. So they had to open the fire. Now, when 100 people who went to collect the food and they got killed, I believe it happened 2 days back. Now it became like a fire in the World Forum. Everyone around the world, they started shaking. Means no one would imagine that people are not having food for 3 months. Anyone from their family, somehow they are making to three stalls or four stalls. That is 41 kilometer is the length of Gaza Strip. In 41 kilometer, people are traveling and going for some food, and they will come back and they will serve their family. In that fashion, 100 people got killed in one go. Now, in hurry hurry, all countries in the world, there is something called United Nations Security Council, and there are five permanent member in the United Nations Security Council. United States, United Kingdom, France, Russia, and China. And there are 10 temporary members in the United Nations Security Council. And they get rotated every 2 years. Now, right now, the 10 member, the non-permanent member in the United Nations Security Council are from Asia. From Asia, it is Pakistan and Bahrain. Right now, it is Pakistan and Bahrain. They are the member of United Nations Security Council. In Europe, it is Latvia, Greece, and Denmark. These are three non-permanent members in the United Nations Security Council. From the Africa, it is Congo, and it is, I believe, Somalia, Congo. I'm sorry, Congo, uh, Congo, Libya, and Liberia. I believe these are the three countries: Congo, Libya, and Liberia. So these countries are the non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. I believe it become eight, and two are Panama and Colombia. So 10 countries are now non-permanent, and five countries are permanent. In hurry hurry, these 14 countries, there are 15 countries now, five permanent and 10 non-permanent. These countries they brought resolution in United States, United Nations, that is in New York, in hurry hurry, in very hurry hurry, when they killed 10 starving people. Just think, anyone will burst into tears. Means 10 starving people, they are going to have food where none of the humanitarian aid are allowed inside the Gaza Strip. Only is the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation for the America. They are only allowed there. Now people gathered to get the food, and Israeli forces they fired bullet on them. 100 people got killed. Now full world came into tears, and in hurry hurry, these countries, United Nations Security Council members, they brought resolution in the United Nations in hurry hurry, so that there will be permanent ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, because no one can tolerate now. People are hungry. The I believe the media they are giving report that whatever many hospitals they most of the hospitals they are destroyed by the Israeli bombing. Whatever is remaining, that is completely filled with the children, and those are completely starved children. Means their muscles are waned. There is no muscle. Means there is no food for days, weeks, and those children are admitted into the hospital. They need food. They don't need medicine. They need food. If Israel has problem with the Hamas fighter, then they can fight with the Hamas fighter. Who is stopping them? But why they are firing bullets and missiles on the local people? They are unarmed people. This has never happened in the history that they are making people starve. This has never, nowhere it has happened in the history. Now, in United Nations Security Council, all 14, when they brought resolution for the permanent ceasefire, two resolution. One is permanent ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, so that all humanitarian aid waiting outside the border they can enter immediately. And second is that Hamas would release all 58 hostages that they have kept. Out of them, one third are still alive. So these are the two resolutions. Now all 14 countries, including France, United Kingdom, Russia and China, and 10 non-permanent members, including Pakistan, Bahrain, Libya, Liberia, Congo, and then Latvia, Greece, and then Denmark, and then Panama and Colombia, all voted in favor of the resolution. Only United States of America, It has veto power to vote against it, and it voted against it. If any of the United Nations Security Council permanent member votes against it, then that resolution cannot be passed through. If one also it vote against it. So 40 members, 14 members, 1/4 they voted in the favor of a resolution. United Nations, United States of America, it voted against the resolution. What reason they cited is Israel has Israel has full power to save itself from the Hamas kind of attack. If Hamas attack on the Israel, Israel has full legal right to save itself. In that fashion, Israel would fire bullet on them. Israel would fire bomb on them. So this is the right for the Israel to do like this. Now what can be done? Now anyway, people out there, United Nations Aid Chief Mr. Tom Blecher, United Nations Aid Chief Mr. Tom Blecher, he is saying that everyone is waiting outside Gaza Strip to enter there. We need permission to enter there. We cannot see people dying like this. But America is completely firm on it that Israel can take decision on its own because Israel has full power to save itself. Because Israel has full power to save itself, but who has given right to Israel to kill local people, unarmed people? You combat with the Hamas forces. Anyway, Israel is saying that ceasefire is completely unacceptable. Ceasefire will happen only when all Hamas people they leave the Gaza Strip permanently. If Hamas people leave the Gaza Strip, then only they will think about the ceasefire. Why Hamas is not leaving the Gaza Strip? What's going on? America had till Joe Biden government was there in America, they supported Israel after the 7th October 2023, when Hamas had fired more than 1,000 missiles, killing more than 1,100 people in Israel. When they fired like that, after that, uh, when it happened like this, after that, Joe Biden government they supported Israel with more than $20 billion. Now, Israel took money as a non-refundable aid. Now, when Donald Trump has come, it is asking for the money that we have given you $20 billion. Now, return it. This is the problem with the Israel. Israel had never thought that whatever aid it is receiving from the America, it has to return it back. Now, Israel has to return $20 billion. Where from it will get $20 billion? Now, in that fashion, Israel is following what America is saying. Now, America wants money back. If America wants money back, there is one resolution, only one resolution there. They have to they have to vacate Gaza Strip. If Gaza Strip is vacated, then America will make Riviera. Riviera in the sense full of resort and beaches and means it will be a tourist place. The tourists around the globe they will come to Gaza Strip to enjoy beaches out there, Mediterranean Sea, and then resort out there made by Donald Trump. And then they will earn lot of money, and it is something like that Israel will repay $20 billion. Now America is supporting Israel because Israel is doing now every possible inhuman act so that people Israel doesn't want to make them suffer with starvation, that is for sure. But what they will also do, what Benjamin Netanyahu will do, he's also in some compulsion. Now arising is that if people leave the Gaza Strip because of starvation, then Gaza Strip will be empty. Now America can occupy the Gaza Strip, and then Benjamin Netanyahu or Israel problem of repaying money will be over. Anyway, people look like in Gaza Strip they are completely committed not to leave the Gaza Strip. If they want to die there only. This is their homeland and they want to die there only. Hamas people they are not leaving Gaza Strip because if they know that if they leave the Gaza Strip, then killing of the people will be more easy to them. Means that's why they are also not leaving the Gaza Strip. What is the solution now? We have already discussed. Now every permutation and combination has been tried. Even United Nations Security Council bringing this resolution in United Nations Security Council that has also been tried. What is solution now? There is only one solution, that people around the globe, they will make people, Israeli people, starve now. Starve in a fashion that wherever Israeli people are there around the globe, they have to they have to simply ask them to go back to their country, or they have to somehow not entertain them. Okay, whatever they want, in if Israeli people are living in other countries, whatever they want, people, they have to completely become indifferent to them, completely aloof to them, completely not keeping any relationship to them. Okay, completely sidelining them. That is one thing. Second thing is that they will avoid buying anything from Israel. If they avoid buying anything from the United States also, that will be a plus point. Let's see, this is also another mode of famine and starvation. If these people, they start getting sidelined around the globe by the all the people, not buying any Israeli product or American product, or sidelining their people, okay, not asking that, making them a starvation, give them food, give them everything, but avoid talking to them, avoid entertaining to them. Now they will be also forced to go to their country. How long they will live in a country where no one wants to talk to them? Only food is not enough. You need many things more. In that fashion, America and Israel will be forced, because there is nothing there. Everyone is waiting outside the Gaza Strip. All humanitarian aid, United Nations humanitarian aid, other country humanitarian aid, they are waiting outside Gaza Strip. They have to just allow them. It is not that they are asking, people are asking Israel and America to provide food to them. Everything is there. They have to just be allowed there, entering there. If these people will be sidelined around the globe, from their product selling to the people sidelining, then certainly there will be change that people will see in the Gaza Strip. Not even a single people, what 2.3 million people, not even a single people should die out of hunger. This is completely inhumanity. This no one would do. Means everyone around the globe, people are in tears now. If people are going to collect food, they are being fired through bullets. 100 people died in one day only. Now the humanitarian aid from the GHF, it stalled for the one day. Means one day there will not be any humanitarian aid. People cannot live without one time food. Now one day aid will not be there. Anyway, how what people are getting there? People are getting food only in a 2 day, 3 days, 1 week time frame. I don't know. Many people would not be getting that. What can be done? People, everyone around the globe, people, they have to come forward. Now, ball is in their court now. Countries, government, they tried their all best what they could do. Now, people have to try.